Ryan on to punt. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football from triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes dancing to his left. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tanner Gabriel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Devondre Campbell, the one who fought his way in there to make the play. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Lock. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Alex Okafor able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 35-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for two. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up two more.
That makes the score Chiefs 28, Broncos 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Third down.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Being chased out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Here we go on 4th down with Locke. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 45-yard line.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
19-yard line.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
He was taken.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
1st and 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 40.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
He is going to find Hill here. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 4. 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Pollard. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He was brought down by Alexander Johnson. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the 20.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Locke. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And going deep. He's got it at the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
For Denver.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Here's Mecole Hardman. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Down at the 43-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Mark Barron. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
We know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter, but being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in a season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And I think the ball's out. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Nice work to get 7 out of that. And it's second down. Second and short now following the fumble. Now to the air, Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20.
Ooh, Lord have mercy.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Bunker on for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the lead swells, 35-6.
Chiefs 35, Broncos 6. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, Locke. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Sean Davis with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
The tackle made.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Pollard again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tony Pollard with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The score, Chiefs 42, Broncos 6. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
On 2nd and 9. Lock over the middle, and it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. So that one will be accepted. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd.
On 2nd and 9. Lock. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Chiefs take
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
He's taken
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
6.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
1st and 10.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Frank Clark there on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Locke. Open man, it's Vanette. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
15 Lonnie. Coming to you. Slam.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. McManus's point after is good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Chiefs 49, Broncos 13. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Another nice play there by Chris Jones, a Pro Bowler for the first time in 2020. A 5-year man out of Mississippi State. I would dare say plenty more Pro Bowls for him coming up.
Locke to throw on 2nd down. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Down Denver.
Mike 50. High. 3 buzz. Check 50. Let's go.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Gordon just a yard up to the 39.
Brought down by Sean.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
And the Broncos.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Complete.
It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They look to throw. It's Locke. That's complete. Okuegbunam. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now a toss right side. It's Gordon. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
A Bronco ball carrier. Brought down at the 23-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
To go.
Operating from the gun. Locke. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Watch twins. Watch the edge.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
1-yard gain.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
No. Shift. Yellow.
Mahomes going to throw it here. To Gabriel, middle of the field. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it well.